Hello, my name is Amy Joy, and I am so honored and privileged to be part of the Power of We Symposium going to Romania, May 5th through 12th. This is a tour of hope. In the 1990s, we learned about 170,000 children in the system in dire situations. It is much better now, and we are going there to celebrate that with them. And there are still so many kids in the system. On Saturday, it's my day. It's my day to provide the food and the things that we're going to do and the games we're going to play with the kids. And the reason it's my day is because on Saturday, we are visiting a shelter of domestic abuse. I have gone through this. I understand this. And what a blessing that I have. I'm so grateful for that experience in my life, for this moment in time where I can go and be a blessing, where I can go and have understanding. And if you'd like to help, if you're in alignment with this at all and you want to share your beautiful energy with this group and with this mission and with this tour of hope, I would love to partner with you. Together, we vibrate higher. And that, my friends, changes the world. Thank you. Mwah! Are you ready to get your shit together? Isn't that what we are all truly trying to do? In this fun, life-hack-full show, we will learn together how to navigate this roller coaster called life. We, as glorious messy humans, can sit in the proverbial third car, grumpy and bored, or in the front of the roller coaster having the time of our lives. What do you choose? In this show, you can expect meaningful content and practical takeaway tools to make life easier and exceptionally more joyful. There will be epic guests who already love their lives, allowing them to share their get your shit together tips and words of wisdom. Life is too long and too short to not love your life. Welcome to Get Your Shit Together Live with Amy Joy. Hello, happy Thursday, and welcome to Get Your Shit Together Live with Amy Joy, and I'm your host, Amy Joy. Congratulations on your abundance. I want you right now to just look around and take it in. Take it all in, all the beautiful ways you are abundant. So often, we don't see it. In fact, we are programmed not to. We're going to get into that here in a minute. But for right now, I want you to wake up and look around and notice. Notice the roof over your head. Notice the smiles on your kids' faces. Notice that you have food in your belly or it's cooking on the stove right now. Notice. Congratulations. We are so incredibly abundant. We have an amazing show today. I'm so excited. I can barely contain it. We have Dr. Loren Michaels-Harris. He's back. He was here on episode 1. He is the reason I am here at all on this show. I'm forever grateful to him. And we have Andrei Dutu from all the way from Romania. It is literally 2 a.m. for him right now. And he is here. He is a star. He is a star in all kinds of ways. And he's a star in his country especially. And I'm sure the world coming here soon. So excited to have him here. We're here because we're going to talk about Romania. Together, we are going there on May 5th to the 12th. It is a beautiful group of people with the Power of We Symposium. And we are partnering up with Hope for Kids. And we're spending a week there making a difference in whatever way we can with the kids that are still in the system. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But until then, hang tight because we have mantra magic at the end and the meditation and activation. And it's a fun, full life hackful show. So excited that you're here. Before we start, you know what we do. We always first change our state, elevate. All right, so this is the part of the show where we change our state. We're going to go from whatever frequency we're at to a higher frequency. Basically, we're going to go from crappy to happy, and I'm teaching you weekly how you can do it in just 2 minutes. So I'm going to use one of my favorite ones today. It's running in place. So I don't care if you think I'm crazy or you think somebody else might. Get up, grab your kids, do this together. All right? Get up and put your left foot forward, and we're going to just run in place. Okay? Get up and do it. Ready, set, go. And remember to keep breathing. And if you're just joining now, this is with intent. We're raising our frequency. Breathe, run hard. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then go to the other side. Other side forward. Ready? Go. And just run in place. Keep your core tight. Remember to keep breathing. Keep breathing. Remember, smiling and breathing are the fastest way to get present. And when you're present, you're not in your messed up past or your messed up future. Keep going. Keep going. Ready? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. 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 Now, I see you, beautiful, messy humans there on Facebook. I'd love to interact with you. I'd love to hear how you feel, whether you feel better or worse right now. That was 2 minutes. Whether that was easy or hard, I want to know that. All right? Because it only takes a couple minutes of intention to change how we feel. And how we feel determines how we feel about our day and our year and our life. I've got Loren backstage making faces. So Loren, it's coming back for you, buddy. It's coming back for you. All right. Way to go, you guys. Super proud of you. All right. Right now it is time to... All right. So today I'm going to talk about programming. And I talk about this a lot. Why? Because it's one of the most important things that we can realize about ourselves and about the world that we live in, this earth school, because we have been programmed. We've been programmed since we were children. Studies say by the time you're 7 years old, you're just a sieve. You're in theta. You're literally in theta frequency. And you're just literally just receiving all the information. You're like a big empty sponge. And that's beautiful if you grow up in a beautiful place, in a beautiful space with beautiful programming, right? But so many of us have not. And there's so many things, right? It's the TV, it's the government, it's our language even. It's our friends. It's so many things. And the question is are these programs serving you? Are they actually serving you? And in my experience, most of them don't. And the beautiful thing is when you wake up to them, then you get to change them. Okay? But how do you do that? So I want to share a story real quick with you, because just to show you how programmed we really are. In 2008, Yale University did a study called hot coffee, cold coffee. Basically what they did is they went into a town square. They would approach people with a hot coffee or a cold coffee. They would ask them if they could hold their coffee for a minute while they answered a couple questions. So the people would read the question, and here's what they found out. For those who had hot coffee, when they were asked the question, what do you think the temperament of this person, this character is? What do you think their personality is? Those that had hot coffee previously, not even in that moment, but previously, said that the person was warm. Those that didn't have hot coffee were not inclined to say that the person was warm. Just by a coffee, We are influenced by how we feel and how we judge what's going on around us. What? This is scary and really good to know, because with knowledge, we can do something about it, right? So I have some slides here for you, so you can write this down or take a picture. How do you reprogram yourself? Okay. First is you have to realize that we are actually being programmed. This is the first step. If you don't think you're being programmed, then you're not going to see the program. You have to separate yourself from the program. And here's what's beautiful. A lot of our thoughts are not really our thoughts a lot of times. Thoughts and frequencies are floating through us at all times, right? Have you ever had a thought and you're like, wait a second, I don't even think that way. That isn't even what I believe. But you had the thought. That's programming. Okay? So ask the question. Where's the question? Oh, yeah. How am I being programmed? Right? How am I being programmed? What in my life is programming me? So I've given you some ideas, but I want you to take a second and really look at it, because it's really important that you realize that that's what's happening on a regular basis. Okay? The second thing you can do is protect yourself. Okay? This isn't to put fear in your heart. This is for you to know and be aware, because with awareness, it's magical. We get to then choose, right? It's like what we talked about last week with the zombie, right? We're 95% subconscious. And if you want to learn more, look at last week's episode 18. We go into great detail about this, right? So we're 95% zombie and only 5% conscious, right? We gotta wake up. Imagine all those zombies up against the fence. You're one of them, and then all of a sudden you wake up. Now you have a choice. You can keep doing that up against the fence, or you can turn around and go the other way. That's the beauty of this, right? So how do you protect yourself? Be aware. Be aware of what you're watching. I haven't watched TV in, I don't know. I haven't had a TV in years and years. I don't watch it. I don't want the programming. They literally call it programming. Change the program. Change the channel. What? Right? I would put, if you watch TV, I would put a little post-it note and say, what are they wanting me to believe right now? Because there's an agenda. There is a belief system that they want you to adopt. The question is, do you want to adopt it? Maybe, maybe not. Right? Choice, awareness. Number 3, choose what you want to believe. But do it with intelligence. Do it with research, not with one source of information. Get outside of your circle. Read a book. Find out what other people are doing, whatever other thoughts are out there, and then say, does this feel right? Listen to your intuition and make a choice. And it's so empowering. So these are the 3 steps to reprogram yourself. The first number one step is to wake up and realize that it's happening. It's happening all around us, but with understanding and with awareness, we get to do something about it. So, yay. All right. So we are at the part of the show where I get to introduce the... I am so excited to introduce Dr. Loren Harris. I'm just going to bring them right on here.
Wait. Oh.
There he is. Look how that is. Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is Andrei. Is it Andrei or Andrei?
I got it. It's Andrei.
Not quite. It's Andrei.
Andrei.
Hey, I knew it was fancy.
I figured. See, I live here in Mexico, and I figured it was probably like that. I got a little Spanish in me now, so exciting. So Dr. Loren Harris, he has had all kinds of accolades. He's been all over everything. He's amazing, and he is also known as Bathrobe Moments. He is the host of Bathrobe Moments every morning. I don't know how you do this every morning, Loren. Seriously,
with warm coffee.
I don't.
And suddenly you seem so warm to me. And Andrei, you too. What's going on?
Right? That programming is amazing in this instance. I'm appreciating it. Ah, and Andrei Dutu, he is here all the way from Romania. Andrei, thank you for being here at 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Seriously.
Thank you very much for having me, and I wouldn't have missed this for anything. I really wanted to come live with you and chat with you and see what's going on the other side. And I'm very happy to meet more of the people from the US team, because I think we're going to speak in a little while about the Power of We symposium.
Yes.
And I'm super happy for the fact that I get to meet such inspiring personas, and it's such an inspiration for me to be around this energy. And thank you very much for sharing it with me.
Well, I just feel so blessed that you said yes and that you're on this journey with us. And I love that there's a whole team of us going together. So we're going to talk about that. Loren, I would love for you to explain and to just really connect with the audience. This is really his passion project, which has become our passion project, but his heart and soul has gone into this. He is, how many Power of We's have you had already? 3, right? This is the 4th?
Yes, this is the 4th.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more about what this is, what we're doing, and why it's so special.
Right now, see, this is it. This is why it's so special. When someone else, when you hear it back, it's like you're being cradled in the arms of something so wonderful. And that's what I love about it, how it gives you a better grasp of the craft of service, but it also gives you a way to receive service from others in ways you could have never known, because it attracts the people who are not just of the same mindset, but literally cut from the same bolt of spiritual cloth. So therefore, what used to be a rarity for me, because I was hanging in places where I was tolerated and not celebrated, I was subscribing to false narratives, and all the rest of those cousins of those 2 that I just named. The list is endless. But it was when I awakened that I awakened everything within me that began the beginning of drawing like-minded, those same bolts of cloth to my world, my universe. But then the Power of We was like the magnet. You know, I had the idea in my mind of what I was yearning for, but you know, it wasn't difficult at all. I was telling somebody today, here's the Power of We. This is the wonderful thing about it. It's so simplistic, but it's so powerful. It began when I took the M and just turned it like a doorknob. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It's a doorway that leads to places you could have never seen or imagined any other way. And so it was so simple to turn the M to a W, and boom, here we are. So, and the name came through me. It didn't come from me. So it was thrown in, and I put what I had on me at the time, which wasn't much because I was in a pissed off mood when I asked for it. But every time somebody, it's the cauldron. The Power of We is that kettle that's in the story. Oh, I just love this. Stone Soup, where the travelers came. The 2 travelers, all they had was a pot and a rock, right? No wood, nothing. And then they put some water in there, lit a fire, and threw the stone in there and started stirring it. People came nosing around. What's that? Ooh, it's stone soup. Well, what's in it? Well, it's stone, but it's a special stone, and it's going to be good when it's done. But boy, you know what would make it just perfect? Too bad we don't have an onion. I got an onion. You do? I do. Everybody would. I got a carrot. I got a bag of peas I ain't using, because before the kettle came to the center of town, everyone was peeking out their window, hoarding their stuff, staying to themselves. It was all about me, Marsha. But as soon as those travelers came, strangers came into their midst with nothing but a stone and a pot. But at the end of the story, the moral was everybody in town brought something. A chicken. They had one humdinger of a soup when they were done. And everybody feasted. And they fellowshipped. And it was changed, that town, forever. There's a lot of magic in children's stories. Why? Because the magic is children. So there it is. And it's healing. I promise you, when I'm feeling down or not so well, I can go out on my deck and close my eyes and listen for the children somewhere in this neighborhood playing.
Mm.
And instantly the healing begins because their laughter is like music or water. It's not broken. It's flowing and it's healing. Anything that has an ing in it is a process and it offers magical powers. So when they're playing, I'm healing. We're both doing it together. So that's it. That's the power we. And this one is so exciting. Andrei, I just want to say something. This is like him sitting here now reminds me of, that's why the power of we, when we're stateside, when we sell tickets, the very first person that buys a ticket gets the momentum award. They don't know about it until that day. But when they stand on that stage and I say, look at these hundreds of people here, look up to the balcony, to the cameras and wave at the thousands of people around the globe that are watching right now, and know this, before there were any of them, there was you and I. And we fulfilled that promise that where two of us came together, you're looking at what can happen. And Andrei, I'm going to tell you, those things, when you showed up, just like Mike Weekend, every other member, all of the USA team, all of the Romanians, every time one of you showed up, it was perfectly and divinely timed because it was right in an instant. We're just in the midst of that moment. I was going, should I really do this? Internationally? Oh my goodness. Boom, boom, boom. And then, boom, here comes the text or the call. I'm in. And see what people, that is the power of we, that's what I'm saying. It gives you everything you need that you're aware of and everything that you need that you had no clue of, all at the same time. It's really a magical thing, and I'm so excited for all of you. So, and Andrei, the singer, you already know. Y'all already know. First thing I'm doing when I get there is get an autograph. First thing, I'll shake your hand later. Can I get that autograph first? Right. And then where'd Loren go? To the safe so I can put it in there and then come back. Because I'm telling you, I've seen it. Boy, I can't wait for the day when I'll say, I know y'all ain't going to believe this. But guess who I know? Right. And I'm just so grateful that you're going to come and sing for the kids and the song Statues. And, plus, have you seen his video?
It's so good.
And did you notice he was reading the lyrics on his phone? Now, as a singer, to be able to deliver like that while you're Andrei. But Andrei, can I ask Andrei a question? I know it's your show.
Of course.
Andrei, I'm just curious. Because you do a lot of big things. I mean, when I looked into your work and whatnot, the big stages and X Factor and, the
Eurovision
and all kinds of things. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I hope he's not bored with us. I hope he doesn't bail out after, I thought this was something else. So can you tell us, what's it really mean for a person like you to be a part of this? What is it that really doing it for you?
I was listening to you talk about the moment when you felt that all the people coming together and when you had kind of that moment of, I would call it almost doubt, when you didn't know exactly if it was going to work internationally.
Yeah.
But I have to say, in the same period of time, in the same time space, something shifted within us here in this side of the world. And for people who know to feel such shifts, we kind of, some of us kind of felt something was happening. And as soon as we felt this energy, we said, listen, there's a longing within us that resonates somewhere else. And for me, the song was magical because the song came to me. it never happens like this in real life. And whenever I tell the story, everybody thinks it's a prop up, or I made it up or it's propaganda for my image or something, because
Right.
the song literally came to me. And I had this amazing producer seeing my work on X Factor, and he just proposed a song. As soon as I heard the song, I was mesmerized by the fact that I'm gonna sing such beautiful lyrics. And when I was recording it, I tried to put so much humanity into it, and I tried to make it as much as I wanted to put as much as my story into it, and leave so much energy for everybody else to share and put their own stories behind those lyrics. And when I heard that you heard the song, Loren, and when I heard that you enjoyed the song, I realized that I actually made something that's worthwhile. I actually made something that delivers some sort of an energy. And for the fact that, and I'm humbled by the fact that we're gonna use this song to deliver this message to kids. For me, that's the most beautiful thing an artist can feel about his
That's
art.
why you're an artist. Let me tell you what you did. I love your description, but I'm gonna tell you something. What you did was something that matters. And as soon as you did that, it only could be because you meant it. And in that very instant, it became meaningful all through the universe. It really did. It really did. Can I ask you something? Because I've seen it. They've shown me glimpses of it. I've seen it. I've seen that Sunday when you sing it and the kids. Oh my goodness! Because I already know I got to be the one to kick it off. I'm telling you,
I can't wait.
I can't either because it's so empowering. It's it's just so wonderful because I want these kids. We all do. We want them to know, just like a statue. The block of marble was the statue was already in it. It was already in it. The artist just took away the pieces that weren't needed. That's all it was. And that's what we're left with. It's you. It's you, and it's just so perfect. I was like,
yeah.
Are we really going to be able to get this song into the program? Is this really going to happen? And these kids will never forget it. I want to know, what do you see? Like, if we were looking through your eyes out at the kids, what are they showing you?
I mean, for me, it's such an opportunity to fulfill something that I felt when I was a kid and I was listening to music that I felt was helping me at the time, because I went through a rough time growing up. And when my parents split up, I kind of looked into what was making me strong and what was giving me the energy to move on and move forward and be almost a father figure for my little sister, and be a role model for my mom, who was going through depression. And it was a rough time. And for me, thinking of these kids who are being brought up in the same kind of environment, it's probably a little bit more, it's a bit better now, the environment, compared to when I was growing up, but it's still the same in many ways. And I do feel that for them to have a role model in front of themselves, for them to have a Romanian speaker, to have someone from Romania that sings in English, and having a bunch of beautiful foreigners coming in and celebrating them, and having such an organized situation that makes them feel like they matter, is everything that I want to give to them. And it's a responsibility, it's a huge responsibility to know that you're going to stand in front of open souls, because kids, exactly like you said, they're like sponges.
Yeah.
And I wanted to touch upon a subject that Amy was talking about in the beginning with the programming. I think that whenever you step on a stage, whenever you're given the microphone in your hands, you are deciding upon the program you are giving to the next people in front of you. And it's a decision whether that program comes from your heart and it's not really a program, it's literally helping others free themselves, or whether it's something that you're just splurging out from something you heard and it's responsibility. And I learned to be careful with everything that comes out of my performances, because through music, and we're talking about again, you were talking about laughter and how it heals you, and how musical laughter is. And I just tend to think that there's a speaker who says we cannot live without music and without water. It's actually Quincy Jones who said this.
Oh,
We can't live without music and without water.
shout out
And
to Q.
it's true, because you get so much information through these holes which never close.
Yep.
You know, even when you sleep, you can hear noises and vibrations, and it's magical to see how people can get healed with listening to true frequencies from bees. I learned so much about how music can affect you, and being a singer, being able to touch upon the chords of human emotion, and being able to showcase that, listen, I grew up in the same place as you, and now I got here, and some people from abroad came here to see you and to experience this energy that we're creating together. It's such a blessing, and I do want to make them believe that they can make it further. They can be whomever they want to be. They can explode into a million types of universes they want to create for themselves. And I just want to be a light for them. That's what I want to do.
So amazing.
It is.
Yes. I want to take a minute here to show a video so that our audience can really see what's going on there in Romania and why we're going. And then we'll continue the conversation.
Acolo fost personalul de serviciu care ți-a înjurat, ți-a blestemat ăsta și ți-a furat mâncarea. Unde? La Delta, la Sfântul Nicolae. Să nu fie toate numai pentru bani. Acum deja numai pentru bani. Toți donațiile și astea, și donațiile privesc copiii, nu? Da. Privesc copiii. Donațiile se pune în
The purpose of this documentary is to raise a universal alarm on the extreme poverty levels in which families and over 41.5% of Romanian children live in. Some children go to bed without eating. Some eat every 2 days. 8 in 10 Romanian children in orphanages are not even orphans. The extreme poverty levels of their families forces the parents to abandon their children, either in an orphanage, a placement center, or with a family member, so they can go abroad and work. Even more alarming than the raising poverty levels in Romania are its ramifications: neglect, child abuse, child labor, rape, trafficking, school abandonment, children ending up in the system, in prison, or even worse, dead. Now imagine a world in which all children can grow up in a loving family with proper food, access to education, sexual education, access to proper mental health and physical health, access to integration programs. Imagine these children having the same chance in life as our children. Let's be family to these children, all of us, together. Let's be the answer to the end of poverty and social exclusion. Join our forces and help us build a better world in which families and children of Romania flourish.
Yeah. That's why.
That's
I
why.
wanted to ask you, Andrei, you said a beautiful phrase, the beautiful foreigners that are coming. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel? What do you, I know you can only speak for you, but if you could also speak for the people, your friends and the people there in Romania, how do you feel about us foreigners coming over to your country to do this legacy of hope to us?
It's such a beautiful thing, you know, and it comes from a place where we kind of analyzed what was going on in our country, and it just feels that sometimes you need a little bit of a helping hand from outside. You need someone to shine the light so that people who actually can help the most in this country can see that, listen, these are real lives which you can save, and people are interested from abroad to shine light upon these cases. And it's a blessing. Honestly, it's a blessing. Romania really opened up towards Europe and towards living abroad and coming back, and education for higher education. You can now study abroad, and we kind of open more towards this kind of foreign experience, but never in this manner. I don't think anyone else has went to this length to bring such spirituality with them back to Romania. And I think this is such that's why I call you guys beautiful, because I genuinely think it's a beautiful energy you're bringing. And this is so valuable and so rare to see so many people vibrating at the same energy and trying to bring the same vibration in Romania. And you'll notice there's a lot of people vibrating like this all over Eastern Europe and Central Europe and Western Europe, everywhere. We're people who we feel the same. And I 100% enjoy the fact that we're gonna talk about people who need to see further than just their homes and further than just the misery they live in, and to be able to, for these kids to be able to see that there's more to life than just what life is giving them at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. You can talk to them and you can say, listen, I lived abroad. I know what it is like to live abroad. I had these opportunities. But there's another thing when someone from the abroad comes and speaks to them and tries to communicate with them. It's so powerful. And you cannot fake it. You cannot, even a Zoom call doesn't make it. In person, something else.
Yeah, it's the world gets bigger.
It's true.
In all the travel that I've done, it's the one of the most important things I think we can do is to travel and to understand and to seek understanding of other cultures, and because it literally, poof, the world is now bigger. It's not about us. It's about all of us. All of us. Yes, go ahead, Loren.
Can I say something? I hope I can share it. That's why I was late. I was putting the finishing touches on it. But Dominique Rivera, one of the things, remember how I told you that this is taking on its own. It's like usually when I'm doing a stateside Power of We Symposium, I'm swimming all in the pool, jumping off the high dive. I run the snack bar. I'm the lifeguard. I pass out the towels. I run the whole pool. This time, the universe put me in. First, I was in a high chair last week. They put me in a giant high chair like a little baby, and I'm just sitting there playing and watching them do it. Now I've probably matured because I'm now in a playpen, a little more freedom, right? So I can see through the netting and stuff, and I'm content. And I'll look over and there's a bowl of Cheetos or something, cheese balls or some Cheerios for me to, just like a baby. And I'm loving it because what it is, it's reminding me of the innocence that we've all shared. It has never left us. It is always there. Now, what I want to talk about and share here, because I know we're running out of time, is I just finished Dominique Rivera's piece. You showed yours, right?
Yeah.
The two pieces that bring, everybody's coming as a spiritual being. All of us are. We're all believers. But Amy, like you speak to a certain specific day. The first thing we do is going to the domestic violence shelter for women and children. So Dominique, I was like, and I kept hearing Ferrantati, give her that day. And I was like, I wonder what she's going to do with it. Does she relate to it? Because Ferrantati, tell us about Andrei real quick. What Ferrantati is. I know I'm saying it wrong, but because that's where the Romas are and the discriminated and the it's like the ghetto. That's what they say. Right. And we're going there. We're going there. Because
you can imagine the fact that it's a little bit they can't even fathom what you're bringing to them, and it's amazing. For the fact that these kids who are being raised, and even their parents, they don't know exactly how to protect them from the neglect that the society is bringing upon them, for the fact that they are born in a different ethnicity, and they feel the need to separate from the Romanian group, but at the same time they want to be integrated. And we're talking foremost about the kids, because I do think that all the problems from a family really reflects into the kids, and the kids are the next generation, and
That's
they
right.
they carry so much in them, and all that information they're given at home, all the domestic violence or verbal violence, it gets cramped into them, and you can see
Programming.
Yeah.
exactly it's
Right.
another type of programming from at home, and
Right.
it's I do think that you're going to a core problem. You're visiting a core problem,
Right.
and I think it's gonna have an impact on you. First of all, I do
Mhm.
think that I do think that you're drawn towards it because you need it as well as an experience.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's that kind of a complementary situation where you're bringing light, and some other
And
kids
receiving some too.
have some light, and they will burst into light once you're there.
Exactly. I'm there to pick up just as much as I drop off.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know. But now, so is it okay if I show Dominique's piece?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I think this is one of the miracles I've never seen with the Power We Symposium. How when I watch her delivery about how she really, it's just amazing. What we're doing is bringing common ground. Differences be damned. Common ground, the best starting place for anything that can grow. That's that I know. So I've never done this. Shared something on someone else's.
So just get it up, and then it'll come up on mine.
Okay.
So
There
hit
it is.
present, share screen.
What?
Look at me giving tech support.
I know. What'd you tell me to do?
It's there. I got you.
Oh, okay.
My name is Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo, psychic medium, spiritual advisor, and energy worker. And I'm pleased to announce that I'm embarking on a mission called the Legacy of Hope Tour. We're going to be going to Romania May 4th through the 12th. And we're going to be working with children in the system. I have the privilege of stewarding a day, Monday, in Studio Fenterari in Bucharest, a place thought of the outskirts of society, deemed the ghetto, and these beautiful small souls deemed different, not worthwhile. Growing up different, I understand this pain all too well. And coming from the hood, it's very difficult to grow up to be a valued member of society without having anyone believe in you. And so here we come, the Earth Angels, to bring games and music and storytelling and connection and impact so that they can have, for a moment in their lives, a glimpse of purpose, of joy, of authenticity, of being themselves and being more than enough. Be an ambassador of hope. Reach into your profound heart with any amount and donate to the link below, because even a little change can create an avalanche of change for others.
I know. Right?
It's so good. I'm so excited. So those of you watching, here's the beautiful thing about energy. It's everywhere. And you get to go to Romania with us in the form of sharing energy. So if this aligns with you and you want to help out with Dominique's Day or my day or any of the other days, we're helping the kids. We're bringing
Just help.
Just help. Yeah. So the QR code in the corner there is right there for you. Just take a picture of that. It goes straight to the GoFundMe page. Appreciate so much you coming with us. And together we vibrate higher. Higher, higher, higher. I want to show Andrei's the video of the team, and it has Andrei's song. I want to make sure we have Andrei's song here. So I'm going to have that, and then I'll have you briefly, and then I'll have you at the end, okay? One sec. Here we go.
I've lost some battles along the way.
Hi, I'm Mike Sabuika. I am a director, producer, and performer. I have been involved with charity since I was a little kid, and it's always brought me joy.
So let it burn all the way to the ground.
And we want to be a part of this project because we want to be a helping hand.
And spread joy. And
They're gonna build statues in our name, statues in our name. They're gonna stand proud among the brave.
hello.
It hasn't been easy, right? It took some wrong to get it right.
So I guess the universe is working and gather all of us to do something good for these beautiful children.
On the extreme poverty levels in which families and over 41.5% of Romanian children live in.
Fighting till the end. They're gonna build statues in our name, statues in our name. We're gonna stand proud among the brave, proud among the brave. It isn't in our blood to let our hearts go cold. However dark it gets, we're gonna rise our toes. They're gonna build statues in our name, statues in our name. We are tall as giants, we are strong as lions. Nothing's ever gonna tear us down. We are tall as giants, we are strong.
Give them hope. Yeah. My main motivation for this whole project is giving hope to the children.
No, 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 nothing's ever gonna
What
tear
matters in life is to be a good person and to do good to others.
gonna tear us down. They're gonna build statues in our name.
I am so excited.
Oh, come with us, people. Come with us. So
Yay.
excited. So excited. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll have you out in the end, so hang with us. I want to make sure we get to mantra magic and the meditation. And I love you. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being amazing.
I'm so happy.
I know. All right. We'll see you in a bit. One sec. Wow. Oh, my heart's so full. So full. All right. It's time for mantra magic. And this is the mantra for the week. Hello. Welcome to Mantra Magic. Today we have the amazing Maria Ishtali. And we've created a little round to sing together and to brighten your day. Here it goes. The more I grow, the more I flow. The more I grow, the more I flow. I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. And the reason we do that is because it's reprogramming. You get that little song going in your head, you can't be in a crappy mood. You just can't. So if you want to hear that every week, go to Instagram, Amy Joy Coaching on Insta, and you can see the mantra magic of the week and enjoy it like I do. I end up bopping around. It's awesome. All right, it is time of the show for meditation moment. We're just going to go right into it for time's sake. I'm going to play some beautiful music from the multiple Emmy-nominated winner, Gary Malkin. And right now, I want you to just take a minute. We're going to breathe, and I want you to settle in. Grab the kids. Everyone can do this. It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes. Grab the grandkids and just breathe for a second. And just observe. We meditate to come to the here and now. We meditate so that we're not in our messed up past or our projected messed up future. We're just right here, right now. And right here, right now is the most beautiful place. I want you to observe your breath. I want you to observe, what are you feeling right now? Are you crappy, feeling crappy? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling anxiety? Don't make it wrong or right, good or bad, just feel it. Just observe it. It's okay. You're a glorious, messy human, just like me. I want you to observe, are these thoughts that you're having, are they of the past, the present, or are they of the future? Just become aware. I want you to visualize a candle burning right in front of your eyes. Notice the colors, the golds, the oranges, the yellows, the whites. And then slide that candle right into the middle of your head. And let it flicker there for a while. And with your hands on your heart, I want you to think of something you're grateful for. And hopefully that gratitude makes a smile reach your lips. And while you're in that space of gratitude, I'm going to send you a beautiful energetic activation. It's sent with so much love. You can receive it or not, it's okay. With a deep breath in and a big ah sound. I'm going to bring on Andrei and Loren.
Got back just in time.
How is that for you guys?
That's something.
Truthfully, I don't know, because I went upstairs and got some wine.
Oh,
What? Sorry.
it's okay.
I'm-
It's all perfect.
See. But I could feel it even while I was upstairs pouring.
Energy's everywhere. That's
It
the beautiful
is.
thing.
It
It's
is.
everywhere. There's no walls. There's nothing that inhibits it. It's so cool. And when you understand it and knowing how to raise your frequency and what we've done today, just the three of us and everyone watching, is magic. That's what's happened in this hour. I feel it. I know it. It's just true. Any last words? We have
I got one last word.
30 seconds, and then we are
Okay,
out.
my last word is this. One of the things I'm really, really excited about, just realized, is I get to go to another place in the world. I've only been to Mexico and to Canada, that border of the United States. So this is the place I dreamed of in books. It had a lot of different names back then, but it's that place. So I'm so excited at 60 to finally go inside the book, the never-ending story. I'm so excited. Andrei.
Thank you very much for having
10
me.
seconds. 10 seconds. Sorry.
Oh,
And I just
don't
want to
worry.
say,
I work for the network. You're good.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to say I love you. Thank you very much for having me. And
Aw.
love is everywhere, and enjoy it in as many forms as you can and possibly can, and spread it.
You guys, please get one person, if it's not you, to donate anything, $5, $10, anything. It is the spirit in which you give it that creates the grout, that keeps the tiles of purpose in place for hundreds of years. So give with your heart and watch what happens with it. We're going to do right by you. We promise you that.
Yes. Yes. Together we vibrate higher. And that, my friends, changes the world. We'll see you next week. Mwah! Love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Get Your Shit Together live with Amy Joy. If you'd like to follow us, you can on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Amy Joy Coaching. Appreciate so much your likes, comments, and shares. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please reach out. We'll see you next time.